is just on 7 o'clock in the morning. I've got my assessment drive in an hour with Ian Marquette, and this is my morning face. Some of us are just blessed. We wake up in the morning looking radiant. I'm one of the fortunate ones. Okay. I hope I'm set up for this. I've got some nice new boots. They've got a steel toe cap in them. Some nice new trousers I'm working in. I did a little bit of research on the internet, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a little bit confused. There's some things that I was advised to get that is essential to the trucker. I don't know whether I'll need these items, but I'm taking them with me anyway. So the main essential, absolute essential to be a truck driver, you need a Yorkie. I've got one of those. I'll put that in the back pocket. And also some strong pornography. I don't know what that's for, but I've got some of that. And this one really concerned me, but rubber ducky. I don't know. Some of you will be far too young to get that reference. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. All that horrible hazard stuff gone, done, tick, out the way. And now comes the fun part, which is learning to drive a big truck. So I shall ask the permission of Ian to do a bit of filming on the yard. I'll show you the rigs that we got in, etc. And hopefully it'll make for quite an interesting vlog. So I'll see you later. Drive safe. Right, I've just arrived at the yard. Look, just up there. I don't know if you can see, but there's the trucks. I am nervous, but the biggest reason that I'm nervous is because last night I had a curry. I'll be honest with you, I'm a bit ripe this morning, so I don't want to drop one in the cab. So other than that, I'm alright. So catch you later. Watch it. Just got back from my assessment drive, and I bloody loved it. Sorry about the noise in the back, guys. There's a guy chainsawing, but these are a couple of vehicles that Mark's got. He's set himself up in the back of a farm. You've got your. This is the vehicle that I've just been out. I've just taken this one out. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and I've just booked in on the course with him. He was a lovely fella, very calm, insured me all the while, filled me with confidence, and a lovely drive. So I'm looking forward to coming back. Unfortunately, I've got to wait now until September. So, but yeah, great, loved it, absolutely loved it. So, all right then. I'll just give you a quick tour of the vehicle. That's Mark sat in the driver's seat. And he's just about to take somebody else out in the for another drive. Right, got back from Ian Marquit's driving school, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm buzzing. I loved the position, I loved the size of the vehicle. Struggled a little bit with the gearbox because for those that you already drive know how a gearbox works in a lorry, but for those that don't, there's a diagram here. I'll show you that. So you've got your low range and high range box, and it's flicking between the two, but as many car drivers will know, we're used to going first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and back, same on the way back down again. But it's not that way with lorries. There isn't the time to do it. I mean, you can do it, but it's not practical. So like starting off, you probably set off in second, unless on a flat, and you go from second to fourth. Hello. I'm stroking my pussy. Say hello, Tilly. This is Tilly, my cat. And yeah, so and then when you're in fourth, it's click up with the high selector, and then back over to fifth, which would normally be first gear. So it gets a little bit of getting used to, but I'm sure I'll get there. But I didn't panic, nice and smooth, and I absolutely loved it. So that's the good news. The not so good news is that I've got to wait until September the 3rd before I can get in on a course, because at the minute, as Ian stated, that he's never been so busy. The high demand for drivers, the hype about driver shortages appears to be true on the ground. So the demand's there. So yeah, unfortunately it means that now I have to wait until September the 3rd before I can get on the course, which I booked in with him. I'm going to do. I could try and have a look for other driving schools. There's several in my area, but right from the get-go, when I spoke to Ian, I felt comfortable with the guy. He had a nice way about him on the telephone, etc. Always got back to me, etc. And having met him now, he's a top bloke. Very calm, reassuring, firm when he needs to be, etc. And that's the kind of person that I want teaching me to drive. So I'm going to wait for Ian to be available. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to carry on the agency, chef him, until I can get on this course. And in the meantime, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm going to do my driver's CPC training. Now, there's a couple of schools of thought on this, whether you do your periodic training all in one go. Some companies do that, and you sit on a course for your 35 hours, and at the end of it you've got your accumulated hours. Or the route I'm going down, which is to do the theory test, the DSA theory test, and I'm going to be studying this book. I'm going to bury my head in that one, and then just like the driving theory, there's a test at the end of it. You're looking at one of these local centres, and the advice I was given is to get that done as soon as possible. So yeah, I'm going to do my theory side of it through this book, and I shall read that as well. And then Mark does the practical side of the CPC, which I should go there and do that with him. So I shan't waste my time between now and September. I shall get that done, and once I've got my CPC, I might even sign on with a driving agency and try and do a bit of 7.5 tonne work in and around. It can't hurt, can it? so I think there's quite a lot of demand for that as well. So yeah, so I'm absolutely buzzing, loved it. I'm on a high for the rest of the day now, I really am. But I felt comfortable, I loved being in the lorry, I'm proper stoked. So if any of you are out there thinking of getting into this, get your theory done, get your hazard perception done, get your your provisional entitlement added on your licence, and then go on one of the test drives on one of the driver assessment courses with your local guy, and then you'll find out, just like me, whether you like it or not. And I loved it. So yeah, my advice is go on that drive, you'll get a feel for it, and you'll find out right there and then, I think, whether it's for you or not. So yeah, so I'm booked in on a standard course. It's a week long, Monday to Friday. Yeah, so starts 8 o'clock in the morning, finishes 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I think the setup he runs is like most schools. He takes out 2 learners, and they switch. You know, after half an hour they switch over, and he says that tends to be the best way to go, because if you're driving for the full day, because you're always learning, always taking stuff in, always being given instruction, you find yourself a bit fried at the end of each day. So plus the fact, I imagine taking 2 students out in one go is only the financial viability of it all. So no, I'm happy I found the guy that I want to teach me, happy that I found the profession I want to go into. It's full steam ahead, take the brakes off, I'm going for it. So yeah, I don't know what my next post will be. It'll be something along the lines with the CPC training. I shall give you an insight into that. But no, I'm going to spend the rest of the day on a high. Loved it. Okay, catch you all later and drive safe.